Oh, silence. Silence is complicated because in my head it's not silent at all. So my name is Mark, and we're here in this farm in the middle of the French countryside. This place, I don't know, but it's very special to me. Not only the actual place in itself, but what it represents and what I'm here for. And the idea here is, of course, to take care of the land, to also let the land, give freedom to the land as well, not be completely in control of it, but to give some parts its freedom, some parts its man control kind of thing. And of course, grow food and vegetable, because it's important, I think, in these days today, if we have the possibility to grow our own food, I think it's really good.
What you are doing here, what you're doing here that you couldn't do in Paris, for example?
Oh, so many things. Be at peace, be in contact with nature and with quietness and many possibilities also. So I feel less limited in what is possible here. Of course, in Paris, my own living quarters are very small, and most people's are, and we don't have the space to be able to, if we do something, we must put it away, we must be Japanese style, and just like, because that's the only way to do it, or otherwise you become very messy, but it's not my nature. The COVID situation also enhanced the fact that what I already was feeling was the oppression and the compression of society and of the city on me, just closing you in, closing you in, closing you in. And I wanted that freedom. And it comes at a cost in a way, but the cost of plentiness, not the cost of less, the cost of more, because by having nature and having all that, I don't need much. It's already feeding me so much. It's costing me much less to be here than to be in the city.
Your previous life, if you can call it like that, your background was definitely different from like being in a farm. So definitely you had different concept of time. Like time was money, was valuable this way. Do you feel now, maybe when you are just like taking out some roots, do you feel like, oh, I'm wasting time, or don't? No, you don't.
Oh no, definitely not. I'm not wasting any time. The relationship to time and all that, I've dealt with it through the fact when I broke away from the corporate life and I became more of a bohemian. And really just being able to enjoy that present moment and really take pleasure in that, and to try and not stop forward planning, but not to just live in that forward plan all the time. Live in this present moment, and this present moment gives me ideas for the future. And then yes, I have to aim for something. So I'm going there, but if something else attracts me on the way, I'm not going to continue towards this goal if I change my mind. I have to accept to change my mind as well. And that life changes, and COVID showed that life is not also a straight and narrow path. And to be very honest, I thought it was a godsend for me, because I thought that hopefully other people will realize that change can happen like this, and you have to be ready to apprehend that change, and you have to be ready to find another solution. So I thought that this was really good, and I'm hoping that it's bringing other people to life or to light, because I don't think that the life in the city and what society is proposing is extremely good. I don't think it's the best model out there. So I'm giving this model a try. Yeah, it's not easy to break away from a model. It's not easy to break away from society in a way. It takes, it's not necessarily courage, it takes a lot of planning. It takes preparation. But for me it's a playground, and because it's a playground, it takes a lot of stress away. And it means I can enjoy it. And I think if we're here in this life, it's for it to be enjoyed. Through my life I've had many ways of enjoying myself. But most of the times I was enjoying myself, I was doing it because other people were doing the same. So I was laughing because other people were laughing. I was following more than I was being myself. And here I feel that in the past years I've been going towards what I am here, which is being able just to be myself and being able to be more happy, more in tune with the nature, my nature and nature. And I take pleasure in every little thing that I'm doing here.
We were talking about something similar yesterday when we first met, about this constant motion, like a river, like something that constantly needs to change, to be moving. And here you can really experiment a lot. But it's an experiment that also, I think, now that I know you a little bit, is an experiment that can go according to your values, to your intentions. So it's not forced by the outside world. You can experiment whenever you feel like to do some gardening, to do some work. But if you don't feel, you don't have to do it. And I think that's really important, and it's something that we, like, maybe in the city we don't have that much. We always feel that pressure of delivering something, of completing something.
I do believe in work therapy in a way. I do believe in activity, because karma means action. It just means you have to do things, because even by not doing, you are doing. But isn't it best that you are part of the action than just receiving on the receiving end? It's good to take part and to be an actor of your life. But at the same time, yoga also teaches you that there is also a grand design, that there's also other forces at play, there's other elements which are influencing you. You cannot control everything. You have to let go of some amount of control, but you must take part in that evolving motion and that action. And that's what karma yoga for me is about. But which means that here, the idea is to be in a kinder approach and to be in an approach where we can all learn from each other. Performance is not important. What's important is to want to learn from each other and want to create stuff together, whatever that is. And I think that creating together is more beautiful than achieving a result. Stop looking at the result. Just enjoy that what you are doing now together. Don't force yourself to do something that you're not comfortable with. Prepare yourself in a way to be more coherent, and if you do that, actually the fruit will fall off the tree, and naturally you will be happier with less or happier with things which are more coherent with you, so therefore you will be less struggling. But being there and actually going against nature, then you go into the struggle. Then you start wanting to pull this tree off this fruit of the tree. It doesn't want to come, and then you end up pulling a tree which is actually not going to be good for you. The other thing is, this violence is necessary. Also, sometimes there is necessary violence, because to create, you must destroy. If I want to create something, I am actually breaking somebody else's creation. Another human's creation, or an animal's creation, or nature's creation. When somebody builds a house, he is destroying a forest, but he is still building a house. When somebody is painting on something, that person is taking away the nothingness and putting somethingness, but that nothingness was something. So we're always in a destructive process. Creativity is destruction.